Dallas is more commercialized, I would say. And it's really just whatever you prefer. If you love live music, you love being outside, you're an animal person, I do think Austin wins in that battle. Are you looking to make a big leap and move here to Texas, but you don't know what city is best for you? Today we're gonna go over the good and the bad of Austin versus Dallas and really dive deep into 7 different points on what the differences are. There's a lot of similarities, and hopefully this can help you figure out which culture and lifestyle is best for you. Let's dive in and go over 7 different ways. With approximately 1 million people in Austin, 2.4 million people in the Austin suburb area, and 1.3 million in the Dallas area, with almost 8 million people in their Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex. Let's go over things including median home price, cost of living, entertainment, culture, lifestyle, and so much more. Stay tuned. I really think this will help you make the decision on what city is best for you. Hey guys, my name's Steph Bartone, your Austin realtor. I am based here in Austin, Texas. I am born and raised in Austin. I did live in the DFW area for about 5 years, a few years back, and I am happy to go over all the things Dallas versus Austin. Let's dive in. One of the most important things before making the move is you're gonna wanna know the cost of living and the median home price. Now, the median home price in Austin is about $550,000. That has came down over the last few months and even in the last year, as we've seen a decline in home prices and an uptick in home inventory. Now, in the Dallas market, the median home price is about $415,000. So again, Dallas is an established metroplex. It's been that way for many, many years. It's always been a huge area, and Austin was a sudden growth and continues to grow, and the last decade has seen some of its biggest increase of population, which causes prices to go up. So looking at cost of living as far as home pricing, Dallas is on the cheaper end and you can get a lot more bang for your buck. In Austin, you will still be able to get affordable homes in the outskirts of Austin, but you do get a lot less house for what you can probably get in the Dallas area. There are tons of tech companies here like Google, Facebook, Apple, Samsung, and so much more. And you've also got tons of healthcare jobs and education. And Dallas is more on the financial side of things. They've got bigger banks like Chase Bank, Bank of America, financial jobs in that aspect. They also have tech companies like Southwest Airlines, AT&T, and IBM, and also have a really great educational jobs. Dallas also has manufacturing style jobs like Toyota that has their large plant in Plano, Texas. So there's kind of the biggest differences. Again, they are very similar when it comes to job. There's really great job opportunities in both cities, but it really depends on what you're looking for. And again, we'll go over some cultural and lifestyle things that I think will really help you differentiate the two cities. All right, so what I do think separates Austin and Dallas is the culture and lifestyle. I think for both cities, it's very different and they are unique to their own culture. Austin is very vibrant. It's very outdoorsy. It is lots of live music. There's tons of bars that have outdoor patio seating as well as restaurants. It's very dog friendly here. There's tons of hike and bike trails that are here. Dallas also has those, but I do think Dallas is more like upscale. They have the rooftop, they've got the upscale dining and bars. The downtown area is definitely more upscale than Austin. Austin again is more laid back. I think you can be more, casual. You can go to dinner to a nice restaurant in shorts and a t-shirt if you prefer. In Dallas, I definitely think, you gotta dress up to go to some of the restaurants, especially in the downtown Dallas area. Dallas has tons of, really awesome like clubs and bars, and again, they're just more upscale. So I think that's the biggest difference in between the two cities is Austin's very laid back. It's a little bit on a slower pace. Dallas is definitely more on a faster pace scale and more commercialized, I would say. And it's really just whatever you prefer as far as your lifestyle. Again, if you like to do outdoor things, Austin is known for kayaking, paddleboarding, being out on the lake, hike and bike. There's so many trails. Austin has a lot more hills and hill country. In Dallas, in my opinion, is more flat. They do have some really pretty lakes all throughout the Dallas metro area that you can go boating on, you can go swimming at, but I think that there's a huge difference as far as like the outdoor hike, bike, being outdoor, walking your dog, comparable to Dallas. That yes, you have your outdoor events, but if you love live music, you love being outside, you're an animal person, I do think Austin wins in that battle. All right, so another one that separates Austin and Dallas is the traffic and transportation. Now, both cities have pretty terrible traffic, but the infrastructure in Dallas is 10 times what Austin could probably ever be. Austin was not meant to be this large. Again, you're pretty close within a couple 100,000 people difference in the two cities, but Dallas has a lot more lanes. They've got a lot more different highways. You can navigate to different parts of Dallas very easily. Austin is very tight knit. There's only a couple large highways that run north and south, as well as east and west, and we only have 2 to 3 lane wide highways. Now, there's tons of construction coming along with the growth of Austin, so it's something else to think about when you're moving to Austin. Where are you gonna live? Where are you gonna work? How are you gonna commute? And how quickly do you need to get there? Because there is gonna be a lot of construction. I don't think traffic will ever go away, at least not in my lifetime. I think it's going to continue to grow, and they're going to have to continue to expand the highways. Dallas is congested. They do have a lot of traffic, but it is more spread out. They have really great transportation system called the DART that, is great in the downtown metro area. Austin has a transportation system, but I don't think it even comes close to the Dallas public transportation systems. So that is the biggest difference. I've spoke quite a bit about different things about traffic here in Austin, and I definitely think that either way, just know your commute, whether you're moving to Dallas or Austin, and how far you're gonna be from work and where you need to commute, because both cities are rapidly growing and are both pretty congested. All right, we touched on this a little bit earlier in the video, but entertainment and nightlife. Austin has a pretty decent entertainment and nightlife. I do think Dallas beats out the nightlife part, as Dallas has really awesome bars. Again, like I said, they've got great rooftop bars. They've got really classy bars. If you're looking more for the casual lifestyle, Austin is the place to be. We have 6th Street, we've got the Domain, we have the west part of downtown, the east side of downtown, which has grown and changed and is, one of my favorite places to hang out. You have Mueller. There's so many different areas. And then if you go on the outskirts to all these different suburbs, they've got their own downtowns, which is really awesome. Now, Dallas, again, more upscale, more classy, has lots to do in the downtown area. You also have all the different suburbs. Dallas is more spread out because it's a lot larger than we are. I think by, 100 square miles larger of a city, and so they have a lot more suburbs. But again, what's really cool about these suburbs is they have their own downtown. They have their own things to do. They've got their own shopping. They've got their own restaurants, and you don't have to drive into the city if that's not something you're looking to do. So again, just to remind you, my name's Steph Bartone, your Austin realtor here in the Austin area. I do help people move in and out of Austin and relocate here all the time, and I would love to help you. My number will be on the screen. If you are getting anything out of this video, please like and subscribe, and let's keep going. Okay, so the big difference, which I don't love about Austin when it comes to entertainment, is the sport. So I'm a big sports fan. I'm a born and raised Dallas Cowboys fan. Growing up, we had the Houston Oilers, which is now the Houston Texans, and the Dallas Cowboys. In Austin, you really only have the new Austin FC soccer team that's professional, and you've got the Texas Longhorns, which we are huge fans. Most people are huge fans here in the city. There's tons of tailgating. People love going to the games, whether it's baseball, volleyball, football, just all the sports. We're huge supporters of the University of Texas. Now, Dallas has tons of professional teams, and I really wish we had that here in Austin. I think we'll eventually get that. I don't know how long that's going to be, but they have talked a lot about bringing a professional football or baseball team here. What you can find in Dallas is the Dallas Mavericks, obviously the Dallas Cowboys. You have your Dallas Stars hockey team, and then you've got the Texas Rangers that's just outside of Dallas. So there's so many options when it comes to sport events, and I think that's a big difference in Austin and in Dallas area. You know, again, I think we'll start to see that hopefully here in Austin. We do have the San Antonio Spurs, which is just about an hour and a half away, but it's nothing compared to Dallas. I hope you got some value out of this video. I hope this helps you make the decision whether it's Austin or Dallas. If you have any other questions, please drop them in the comment. I love watching all the comments come in, and I am always answering any questions. If you want to speak to me directly, please call, text, or email me. All my information is in the description as well as on the screen. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.